Rich House Crime, man. This channel's been suffering, but I got some new things to try. So we're gonna get into this new video that I found, and let's see if this gets the the vibe going. Okay, and Judge Milian versus Entitled Karen for stealing $4,500 rent from tenants. Budget 2025. That's the name of the video. All right, let's see how this goes. Let me know where you're located. Drop that in the comments, and if you like it here, you already know what to do.
You know who?
And then they paid.
Wait a minute. Oh, I love you. I want to take your chutzpah, bottle it up, and sell it to America. A broker's fee. Who's?
Well,
stay tuned. Let's see how
my
this
husband
case
called me
turns
and he
out.
told me he found this apartment on this website that's called classyapartment.com. On the
That
website
sounds like
it
a
said
scam. Come on, man.
apartment for rent for $1,300. Call ASAP. Right? My husband called her. He went to see the apartment. The following day, I went with him. I seen the apartment. I said, you know what? I like the apartment. We're gonna go ahead with it.
Okay.
January 1st, we gave a total deposit of $4,400, and the third we gave her additional $100, so that made it a whole total of $4,500.
Okay, did you sign a lease?
Yes.
May I see the lease you signed?
This is what she gave.
Do you have the actual lease? As
No,
opposed to-
this is everything that she gave.
Okay, so she actually gave you a picture?
No. This is
Okay, that's a picture of something. Do you have the something?
I just brought the copies.
Yeah, never do that. Always bring an original, which is much easier to read than a picture. All right, so it says move in, blah, blah, blah. This will be a month to month. So it was a month to month. All right, now what's this other document you gave?
See, automatically you got to know a month to month probably a scam. So I don't trust that off top. I done went through that. I got before, man. We done gave our money in, did all of that, and then they hit us with the, you got to get out within 7 days. And I had to get all my stuff out for real. I'll tell you at the end of the video.
Me a picture of.
That is a document that she forged the landlord name on, that I never met the landlord.
Who's Antoine Sanders?
The landlord, he's right here.
Okay. Can you switch with him, please? All right. According to you, do you have a lease with the landlord?
Yes.
May I see your lease? You are the landlord. You're the owner of the property.
Yes, I am.
All right. So now, how long have you been renting to her?
I never gave her a lease.
How long have you been renting to her?
I never rented her the place.
I don't know what you're talking. What
I
do you
never
mean?
rented her an apartment
Okay.
at my house.
So how is she living there?
Her friend used to live there. Her friend moved out and she moved in.
Okay. So she moved in without your authority?
Yes.
Okay. Show me the lease. Does it have your name on it or somebody else's?
Wait a minute, bruh. What's going on? I don't trust
Take
that
a look at that.
wig.
Is that your signature and her signature?
I don't
Does it
trust
look like
that
a lease?
lease, and I don't trust that wig.
Why is that a copy that you were bringing me to? Why don't you have an original?
This is not my signature.
That's not your signature?
No, this
So
is
she
fake.
forged your signature?
Definitely.
Do you have any ID on you right now? Pull out any ID that has your signature, please. Did you forge that?
No.
You've been to court with her already, right?
Yes.
Why did you go to court?
Because she didn't want to leave when I told her to.
Why were you trying to get her out?
Because she's not supposed to be there.
Why? Yeah, but I mean, don't you want some? Was she paying rent?
No, she wasn't.
Oh, well, that's a good reason.
Oh,
when was
you
the
gotta
last
go.
time she paid rent?
Never.
What?
She's never paid any rent?
No.
Have you ever paid any rent?
Yes.
Show me proof that you've paid rent.
My proof is in the other room.
I can't hear you.
My proof is in the other room. I have
Why? You don't think that's going to come up here?
Yes.
What?
Will somebody please get whatever
get
proof
your
she left
proof.
in the other room? Describe the bag
Yo, if you still here right, go get your proof.
it's in.
It's in a cat in a hat bag.
A cat in a
Oh, that
hat
ought to
bag.
narrow it down.
A cat in a
Yeah, quite
hat
frankly,
bag.
this really looks like the same person signed both. It doesn't look like his signature at all. So if you have no right to lease the place, how did you find out that there was a problem? Like, how did it come up?
Yo, this
Well,
crazy.
the 1st of February, I just came from work and I was just signing the check to take upstairs to her. Probably after I called my husband, he told me she texted him and said she don't want no check, to give her cash or money order. So I found it strange at the beginning. She told us a check, money order, or cash is okay, but all of a sudden you just want cash or money order, right? So I tried to reach out to her. She didn't answer the phone. Okay, it bothered me. Half an hour later, my bell ring. It's the landlord. 2 guys standing at the door, actually. I never seen them in my life. Now, I'm not thinking, I wasn't nervous or nothing, but I should have never opened the door. I opened the door, and he was like,
Who are you?
Yeah, he said, who are you? I said, I'm Nicole. What's the problem? He said, do you know who I am? I said, no. He said, I'm the landlord for this house. I said, you can never be the landlord because she lives upstairs. He said, no. The girl that live upstairs, who's Natalie Jean, she's not supposed to be there, and she's renting out the apartment to you, and no one's supposed to be in the house. I said, are you serious? So I got upset, and I called my husband. I told him, you have to come home right away. And from that's
So
how
this
I ended
happened
up.
in February.
Yes, February 1st.
And you have received 0 payment from her since ever.
Never.
You didn't get, nobody paid you for January?
No.
Nobody paid you for February?
No.
And nobody's paid you for March?
No. When I found out that Nicole was staying there, I went there because Natalie did the same thing to another guy.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my
I'm telling you the
God.
truth. It's court.
Why is it taking so long to get her out then?
She petitioned to the court saying that she need for cause. So I have to go back to court on the 14th.
How
That's
long have
crazy.
you ride in the system the way you do? Go ahead
real.
and give her cat in the hat bag and show me proof that you've paid him rent.
Yeah, because she's scamming and scheming. That cat in the hat bag.
I don't have the Okay, so from
How
the
you
beginning,
don't have your
Show
paperwork?
me
Come
proof
on, man.
that you paid him rent.
You
I don't
tripping.
have proof of the rents. Right
Well,
now.
then what did you think was in your cat in the hat bag?
What's in the wig?
Because you
It's
told
another
me I
lease.
left the proof in the other room.
It's something in the
It's another
wig.
lease. It's the same. It's the same lease.
Sweetheart, prove you've been paying rent because according to him, you haven't paid a penny in months and months and months.
You or the
and yet
wig.
you're collecting from these folks. And you know that you entered into a stipulation in January in front of another judge that says that you're gone, right?
My lease is not up yet.
Excuse
I have
you
my
gotta
lease
go.
that's from the state that sends him monies.
me. You
gotta
have your
go,
lease
shorty.
that's from the state that
You
sends
not.
him monies. Did you sign his name on this piece of paper?
No,
Show me the lease that's from the state that sends him monies.
Monies?
The plot just gets thicker.
What
and
is
thicker.
monies? You mean
Housing
money?
Voucher Assistance Program, but it doesn't prove that actual payments are being made.
Oh, I don't know.
Where's your? Well, yeah, you can call your social worker here or whoever the employee is and show that rent is being paid. This is important to me because I need to know if he's lying about rent being paid. So I'm going to take a recess and we're going to make a phone call. Now, I am like the police. If you make me chase you, it's not going to be good. So I'm going to ask you guys one last time. Are rent payments being sent to him by whatever housing authority this is?
I'm not. Now I don't know. You said it could be just a paper that they didn't go through.
Well, I think you would know because it's your benefit. So you would know if
I
it's...
don't know.
And have you received any housing payments, Section 8, anything else like that, any housing program payments on this property?
No, ma'am. Actually, this case is under investigation.
This is?
Yes, it
Wow.
is. For fraud.
I'm not even going to take a recess.
Wow.
You have 0 proof that you are paying the landlord. You have collected $4,500 from these people.
Wow.
And you're still living there, right?
Yes, I am.
Right. And are you going to evict them?
No.
You kind of feel bad for them. Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. They have not paid. You didn't pay March to her, right? Had you already paid February? Oh, you
No.
had already paid 2 months plus security.
Yes.
All
I
right.
paid 1 month and security.
What
No.
happened is, ma'am, when I found out...
You know, if you said good morning, I wouldn't believe you. It's not funny.
Listen, ma'am.
Do you
Well,
have the proof
scammer.
of what you paid her?
This is the receipt that she wrote up.
Oh, yeah. Well, you gave me a picture. That's this, right? No, that's something else. Yeah. It says
What?
$4,400 and then $100. And it says $4,200 and $300 on your other document. So how is it that she paid you? There's 2 receipts from you. How is it that she paid you?
They paid a broker's fee and the security deposit.
Broker's fee?
And
what?
A broker's fee to who? Wait a minute. Oh, I love you. I want to take your chutzpah, bottle it up, and sell it to America. A broker's fee?
What?
Who's the broker on this one?
That's crazy.
He doesn't want to be disclosed, but he's the one that put it.
What?
But
It's
you
the
didn't
wig.
pocket that money. Why don't you?
It's the
watch
wig.
this, folks. Why don't you prove to me that you paid any money to a broker? Go ahead, I'm waiting for it.
I don't have a proof for that.
Ah, hell nah.
Well, then I guess that you're full of baloney, and you are simply a common thief
With that wig.
who has pocketed $4,500 of their dollars. So here's what's going to happen, folks. I am ruling against you. You are going to pay them back every penny of the money that you essentially stole from them. And then you can work out with him what it is, because he's the one who's really nailed in all of this. So you can work out with him what it is that you should be paying in rent and should have been paying in rent for living there. Okay? $4,500 verdict for the plaintiff.
Hey, yo, listen, man. If you ain't got money to live nowhere, don't live there. You know what I'm saying? And the reason that I tell you that is because this person, you know what? I said it wrong. I said don't live there. It's not their fault. I've been in that situation before. My bad. It's like brought back flashbacks. When you are a victim, you a victim. You don't know. You're going to the situation. You just trying to get an apartment or live somewhere. And the main thing is your guard might be lowered a little bit when you're in a situation. And I felt like that's what it was. I was trying to get into an apartment, and I went through the same thing, gave somebody the money, and, I was there for a couple of months. Then somebody else came to the door talking about, oh, we here for, who are you? And I'm like, what do you mean, who are you? Who are you? Same thing. So I have no sympathy for these situations. I wish that people that do that, you can actually bump into them in the supermarket or something and make them know how you feel. But it happens to the best of us. This is something new. Y'all like content like this, we'll watch more. If not, then I guess it'll flop like the other videos. Other than that, I'll see y'all on the next one. I'm out of here.